Um, uh, and then like that final shot just killed me. Just killed me.
Yeah.
And
I've
all
never heard you cry at something.
I actually cry. I
I think I was too in shock to cry, but they
That's where
actually
I was.
like after last week, one of the like my only problems with it was like I don't 100% buy into why Bix left. And then they show that and I'm like, I get it. I 100% understand. And like just the tragedy of that Cassian never knew and he never will
Hmm.
is like
Yeah.
one of the saddest things
Yeah.
And the
that's
way he looked up, I was like, no, don't look up. Don't
Yeah.
look
uh,
up.
No.
and you know what else hurts is that you know that Vel knows. Because
Yeah.
Vel's like, you need to reach out to Bix. And he's
Mhm.
like, no.
Yeah.
It's just
Do it
uh,
after this, so we know what this is, and we know how that ends.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Better question. Did you guys watch Rogue One after you finished?
Yeah.
No, because it was late at night.
Okay,
I had to deal with this. I wrote
that's
my
fair.
review with this still messing me up, which is why
That's
my
commended.
review looks so half-assed.
No, you're good,
I
dude.
wanted to do. I'm gonna go back and edit it at some point once this gets better. But yeah, I was like, I need to write a review. This ending was glorious. Ow! Oh, come on.
Well, look, I mean, I get that you're dealing with an injury, but I will say it's very rare that a movie that came out almost 10 years ago for a character that later got a show makes that movie a billion times better.
100%.
That's so rare. I mean, they try with Tony Soprano with that one movie, like, here's why he's cool. But
Yeah,
this, it just,
Like, not only is Andor great, but it completely recontextualizes so many moments from Rogue One. Like that moment where he's talking to Tivik and Tivik name drops Galen Erso, and
he's like
he's
freaking
like,
out.
"Wait, what? You just said Galen Erso?
Yeah.
That's corroborating evidence. That means that Luthen was telling the truth. Like that moment has so much more weight
Yeah.
now."
And the bit where
Uh,
he's on the ship where he's talking to Jin, he's like, I've been in this fight since 6 years old. You're not the only one that gave up everything. And you
yeah,
see what he has given up.
yeah,
you have that line when they're at the top of the base in Scarif, and he's like, "Do you think anybody's listening?"
Mm.
Which ties into the stuff from Narkina where he's like, "Nobody's listening." Like, there's so many.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Um,
Oh.
you have stuff like Cassian saying rebellions are built on hope. We now know that that comes from the bellhop from Gorman.
That guy was cool. He was a real one.
He was real.
MVP.
He's probably dead.
Yeah.
Um,
Ricky, what'd you think?
Oh man, what an ending. Kay was one of my favorite characters in Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
Just such an unexpected, funny droid.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like the entire second season, like, all right, when are we getting Kay? When are we getting Kay? When are we getting Kay? And then we finally got him. Like they destroyed the droid. I'm like, is that gonna be
Yeah.
Kay? And then he's like, hey, can I get one more favor? And then we just see him hauling the droid body. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's Kay. That's my boy right there.
And I heard they scrapped a horror episode or something.
yeah. Basically, I've been like spending the rest of the week coping with his losses by listening to every interview that Tony Gilroy has ever given. Um, Basically, it was Wilman Vel cast basically on some sort of ship. They were like on some sort of mission. It was supposed to kind of just be like a one-off episode. And K2SO would be on that ship and essentially like tearing through walls trying to get them. It would been
Oh,
which would have been cool, but they just didn't have time for it with the
Mhm.
12 episode arc, so they put it into Gorman and
God, Gorman.
Gorman.
boy,
Pour one out for Gorman.
I call that the double G, the Gorman genocide.
Yeah.
Double G, dude. I mean,
I
that
mean,
was so.
I feel like now after this show, we have like we have to have serious like Cyril. Like I feel like at the end of the day, one of the best characters in Star Wars ever.
Cyril. Okay, sorry, I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
I keep confusing
Like
Cyril with
the way
the.
he was
yes,
like, sure, he doesn't have like a huge impact on the grander Star Wars story, but like that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Like his his story is kind of a tragedy of like he gives his life to this cause only to realize that it doesn't care about him,
Hmm.
is deeply evil, and also the one guy that you've been chasing obsessively for 5 years doesn't even know who you are.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
mean, like
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
axe forgets, the tree remembers, you know, like all of these.
Also, his mom was a tough one.
I love her. She's the best.
Dude.
Anyway, I truly, if we, I could talk about Andor for an entire 24-hour day.
It's so
Um,
good. It's
It's
so
really
good.
good.
And I think in retrospect, we've been a little too hard on the French, which is exactly what the Gorman people did.
um, I have sympathy for the Gorman. The French are still stinky cheese people.
All right, okay. We may have just lost a
Um,
demographic.
uh,
But
but we don't need them.
okay. I will think
I love
sorry,
the French. I'm just gonna put that out there.
what'd you say? What'd you say?
I love the French.
We have
Okay.
we have a wide range of opinions here on the Tu-Vie
Ricky
podcast.
is our French representative. If we ever have any delegates, we're going to be sending Ricky. One thing I want to hop back onto is Clea, who is
Mm.
great. And if, for those who don't remember the people's name, it was Luthen's assistant, like partner, essentially his daughter, as we find out in her backstory. Uh, that was her first gig out of acting school,
Yeah, crazy.
and she murders it.
She is going to go places
She's
after
winning an Oscar by 2030. Easy.
this.
Easy. Even maybe even before then. But this woman brought like the intent, like especially the bit in where they're taking off the tracker or the microphone, and her hand is bleeding because she is just straining so hard, and her face is so like composed,
Yeah, she's like,
but at the same time there's like a
yeah.
sense of urgency. Oh,
Another thing about Andor, I think, is that like I think from now until the end of time, I am always going to mourn the fact that we didn't get the 5 season version of this show.
yeah. I mean, but it makes sense. They were getting older I mean, it took them
Yeah,
3 years to do
like
this.
if they did the 5 season show, Andor would look like he's 70. You'd turn on Rogue One and you'd be like, "What the?"
I mean, he still looked pretty young even in Rogue One. It was only 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, just great. All around. Way to go, Disney. Best show they've put out since Mandalorian season one.
No, ever.
Well, sorry, I meant like Star Wars content. Like, the way we felt about the Mandalorian season one, I feel like is how we're feeling with Andor. It's like there's new possibilities. We're back on the track. It is
Yeah.
the best show they have ever done, though. It just, it changes everything. It really, it changes everything. And it did something simple.
It even gives A New Hope more significance. It's like that thing Luthen says in the 10th episode is like, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose until we can win. And A New Hope is that first win.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it has that much weight. All we know, all of the people who worked and gave their lives for that moment to happen.
Yeah.
Like all those people who are not mentioned in A New Hope, all these people. I mean, and of course, there's like those characters didn't exist yet, but like thematically in the grander story, it still works. Like Luthen says, like, I give my life for a sunrise that I know I'll never see.
Yeah.
That's what all of these characters that die do,
And I'm
except for
glad he didn't die stupidly. Like he
Yeah,
went
no.
he went semi peacefully.
they never laid a
Yeah.
finger on him.
They
He went out.
technically never got him. That's
No,
true.
never did.
Oh, I mean, there's just like you said, there's so many things in Andor you can pick from the set design to the camera work to the writing. There's so many things in this show that doesn't feel real because it's just that good. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm tapped out. Y'all, anything else?
I mean, we have other things to do this episode.
I know, but I didn't know if you had like one final
Like,
bit, nail in the coffin here. Because I'm gonna do an Andor review
I mean,
later.
we're gonna do a ranking,
Yeah,
and I'm sure it's not gonna go the way my opinions are.
definitely not. But yeah, so that's a
I
good
would like
segue.
to just say this. This is my favorite Star Wars ever.
I can't say that because I know Empire exists for me because I just have such an emotional connection with Empire. But I will say realistically, you're probably right. You're probably right. That's definitely yes.
It is, I think, just the best thing
Yeah.
that
So okay, so that's a good segue. We're gonna be doing a Star Wars ranking. We're doing everything canonized. I have pitched the Lego Star Wars ideas. I pitched everything else, but we apparently went with only canon. That's fine. Let me just pull it up real quick. All right. So as you can see here, we have like 27, I think, different things. I don't know how many, but we have everything that's canonized, including the holiday special. I
Well, the
did.
holiday special isn't canon.
If you watch Skeleton Crew, it is.
God.
I did forget to add Skeleton Crew, actually saying that out loud. Damn.
Dang.
I went off memory. That's my bad. So we're going to just include Skeleton Crew somewhere here. So we have the rankings. We have Andor, which is S. We have all the way ABC to Pong Krell. Pong Krell, that guy can die, and he did. I'm so happy. That guy sucks. So I think the first one we should kick off with the very first Disney Plus Star Wars thing, Mandalorian season 1.
The best season of that show.
I have to see that in a bit, but what do you guys think?
I personally prefer season 2.
I was gonna say season 2 for me was a little,
Yes.
yeah.
I think season one is my favorite just because it feels so focused and like it's
That's fair.
like such a good like introduction to this world. It feels like it really expands the world in a way. I think A is the right place for
Yeah,
it.
Okay, I think A
A
too.
is a great place. Solid start to a great franchise, a great story, a lot of potential. Of
Yeah,
course, we know what happened later, but this was a good start. It got a lot of people hooked back into Star Wars, gave a lot of people hope. I think A is a great place for
I
it.
agree. I totally agree.
It's I think it's the last time Star Wars was a true phenomenon.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. All right. Ahsoka, season 1. C?
Yeah, I'm feeling see that show did not
Well,
work for me at all.
yeah.
Ricky?
Um,
Okay, here's the thing with Ahsoka. There is so much homework you need to do
yeah.
before you watch Ahsoka.
Yeah.
My girlfriend wanted to watch it, and I was like, I know you know who Ahsoka is, but you don't know her story because you haven't watched Clone Wars or Rebels.
Yeah. My dad was
And
the
you
same way.
need to watch those shows before you watch this one.
Yeah.
And
It's a lot
unfortunately,
of homework.
because of that, that is why I put it, I would also say it's really low.
I will
That's
say,
the only major
outside of the
thing.
homework, it's a very
Yeah,
good point. I didn't even think about
yeah,
that. There are so many like inconsistent pacings with this thing because like I love the
yeah.
first opening where she like throws her sabers down, spins that thing, falls in the hole, is getting all the artifacts. I love the like explorer Ahsoka. I like that she's just this badass. One of my favorite Star Wars characters, maybe my favorite Jedi. Just felt like it was a swing and a miss. You know.
Just like I think that show like there's so much homework that goes into it and like I think also just like Ahsoka is infinitely more enjoyable when she's in the Clone Wars and has like a personality.
Mhm.
I mean, I've seen a bit of Rebels. I haven't watched all of it. Sorry.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I believe you. But like especially in Ahsoka, she's like so stoic and kind of like personality-less. Like when you have that one episode where they cut back to the Clone Wars, I'm like, hey, there's the Ahsoka I know. That's
Hmm.
it's fun Ahsoka, and I get it. Like she's gone through a lot, but like also
Yeah.
like maybe try to make an interesting character. I don't know.
I,
Um,
the reason why I defend that argument is because if you watch Rebels, you see a lot of where she has to be stoic and why and what that entailed. Like her dying and then seeing her death, but then coming out on top and living through it. And then every friend that she's ever had dies. So I don't know, like I get the lack of personality and stoicism because there's a lot of stuff, but I just wish there was a little more of that optimistic Ahsoka that I really, really do like.
like another thing is the show just like visually isn't
Swing and a
great.
miss.
It like I think that
Or hit or
shows
miss.
peak of I mean that and Mando season three are just like the worst of the volume.
You hate the volume.
I don't it can be used well.
I'm sorry.
Season
Let
one
me rephrase. When it comes to these shows, you do not like the volume.
season one of The Mandalorian looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great because the cinematographer knew how to use the volume. The Batman used the volume a lot.
Did it?
It's the same cinematographer as the first season of Mandalorian. Shout out to Greg Fraser, my guy. Um, but like you can use it and make it look well. It's when you use it too much and get over reliant on it, and like especially like Obi-Wan. Oh my God, it's like you can see where the wall starts. It's like